So when I was 12 years old is when I started skateboarding, and skateboarding is what I thought I was going to do with my life, because that's what I wanted to be. Because the idea of like professional skateboarder, I could make money skateboarding, I could probably get some of those endorsements where they would give me free skateboards and free shoes and stuff like that. That didn't happen. I'm not a professional skateboarder. I still love skateboarding, and skateboarding at all right now is too much for me, but yet I probably skateboard too much. But I love it. I enjoy it. I don't like getting hurt, which who does? I can't even watch other people get hurt skateboarding because it hurts me, like deep in my soul. People are like, dude, have you seen this? I'm like, wait, what happens here? They're like, oh, he slams. I'm like, I can't watch it. I'm sorry. And I'm like, what? They're like, but you used to skateboard all the time. It's different. It's different. It's easier to laugh at someone else getting hurt doing it than you remembering the pain that you felt when you did. But also at 12 years old is when my dad brought home an acoustic guitar from a garage sale for $20. And I never put it together until literally a couple weeks ago that the skateboard, our first skateboard that my brother and I were supposed to share, was $20. Some guy was selling out of his trunk in Fayetteville, Arkansas. So that was $20. And the acoustic guitar that my dad brought home from a garage sale was $20. And so I'm like, okay. So the fact that they're both $20 is crazy because, I mean, there's been a lot of times that's what I've made in an evening of music is $20. I get to play music. What are you talking about? Come on. But skateboarding, it beat out guitar for a very, very, very long time. And so it wasn't something that I knew what I was really going to do with music because I wasn't really playing music. I wasn't pursuing that. But when I was 19 is when I felt like, for a long time, I was like, because I'd graduated high school, I had started working full-time with my uncle doing like stonemasonry and landscaping, and I was not enjoying it. I enjoyed being able to make money, but I was not enjoying that element. Finished product, yeah, wow, that looks great, right? And then you look at your hands and how beat up they are and how hot it was or how terribly cold it was while you were building it. And I was taking these like community college classes, and I was not doing well at that. I was paying for them myself, and so I should have known, don't do that. You're wasting your own money. But for a long time, I mean, for probably a year and a half after I graduated, I was like, God, what am I supposed to do with my life? What am I supposed to do with my life? That was like my prayer. Like, what am I supposed to do with my life? And then one day I realized, I'm like, it's not your life. It's not, what are you going to do with your life? And I was like, God, what can I do for you with my whole life? And it was like, start a rock band. Tell people the same thing that, you were told when you were 14 years old, skateboarding outside of church, like, hey, I want you to know that Jesus loves you and has a plan for your life. And I'm like, that's so cool. Okay. So at 19 is when some friends and we were like, hey, let's do this. And so Spoken began with the purpose of like going wherever we possibly could, playing for how many people we could for as long as we could, and to tell people, whoever they were, whatever walk of life they were from, is like, I want you to know that Jesus loves you and has a plan for your life. And maybe it is something where you here in this room or you listening, like you're at this point right now where you're like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And it's a spot where you can like continue being like, I don't know, just living life that way, or like, God, what am I supposed to do? What can I do for you? And I think often we get hung up on age, or we get hung up on how we were raised, or who we were raised by, or whatever. But it's not that. Like if we are breathing, we're alive and breathing, there is still so much time for God to use you to do something that is so far, one, out of your comfort zone probably. That's really a hard thing for me, is to get out of my comfort zone. But also something that's far beyond any dream you ever had. Like if I'm standing here being as honest as possible, no way did I ever thought I would get to live the dream of playing music ever, at all. And I know that it doesn't mean that I don't love the fact that I get to play music and that I don't appreciate people being like, yeah, come on, come play a show or whatever. But like when I really get to thinking about it, absolutely every day I should be like, God, you allow me to live my dream. And like, it is one of those things, like so often I find myself starting to talk or complain or however it comes off about like, I remember on this European tour I just got back from, I got stuck underground under Stuttgart, Germany in traffic, underground on the Autobahn, right? Like, I'm like, what? I remember talking to Tiffany that night. I'm like, I was stuck underground, under traffic for I don't even know how long. Radio wouldn't work. I had no phone service or whatever. And she gently reminded me, is like, you realize you were on a European tour. You and a guitar, and you're stuck in traffic. I'm like, oh, man. I quickly realized, like, I'm just really lucky. I'm very lucky. I'm very fortunate. And I can't believe this is part of my life. And so thank you for being a part of it. And Tiffany, thank you for reminding me daily of I'm such a guy.